everybody, and welcome back to another episode on the HermitCraft Feed the Beast server. So once again, we're over here at spawn, and I was just kind of checking out our mob traps that we've made in the last couple episodes, and we've been doing pretty good. So we've collected quite a lot of this monster essence, and I think it's about time to start working on this, putting this stuff to use. Now we can put this into the AUTO-ENCHANTER, which I think we should do. So that's probably going to be what we're going to work on today, is automatically enchanting books and things like that. So if we look in here, we can see we got 5,335 buckets worth of the monster essence, which is pretty good. And I've been told the maximum size of these tanks can hold 16,000 buckets, I think is what it is. So this might not be the biggest size tank. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I was told 12 by 12 by 12 is 16,000. But I haven't really tried messing around with changing the sizes on that. So yeah, we have the Enderman farm and the cow farm all hooked up. They have reached the maximum amount of all the stuff, and they have turned off. I had the Enderman farm going. I was going to put this up to like 40,000 or something. But yeah, I decided to turn that off anyway. We don't really need any more monster essence at this time, so when we need it, we can look at turning those on and maybe voiding the extra drops or something like that. But with 20,000 ender pearls, 74,000 leather, and 65,000 steak, we are sitting at about 1/3 of this 64k storage unit being used up, so we got plenty of room for expansion or more items. So we really don't have to worry about voiding anything right now, but I don't know. I just don't want to leave these things running excessively if we don't really need it, and then if the monster essence fills up, it'll be just kind of a waste. Okay, so let's work on auto-enchanting some books today. Now, we played around with the auto-enchanter a couple of episodes ago. I think when we first started messing around with Mine Factory Reloaded, and I saw there was a problem with the auto-enchanter shift-clicking a stack of books. Whoops, I passed it. Shift-clicking a stack of books into the auto-enchanter actually destroyed all but one book. So yeah, that is kind of a problem. So let's see. Auto-enchanter. This guy. So let's start looking at this thing once again. I know, or we've actually found out that this thing does require energy, and it does require monster essence, and we need to put something in here to enchant. I'm fairly certain that we can put armor and swords and other things other than books in here. I've never actually tried that, but I would imagine that you can. Do we have any? Let's see. Got this broken golden sword. Yeah, that goes in there. Awesome. Okay, so we could do that. Right, so we want to be able to hook this thing up, so when it's done enchanting, it'll throw. Let's do books. Let's hook this up for automatic book enchanting. So when it's done enchanting a book, it's going to go into this slot. We want to be able to detect when there's a book in this slot, pull it out, and then automatically send another one into the top slot. Now I'm pretty certain we can do that a few different ways, but let's try and mess around with this thing and see what we can do. Oh, it's the wrong thing. I need to get some blocks. Let's do some stone brick. Okay, so stone brick. Let's actually put this thing on top, just so we can access the bottom of it. I want to figure out, if we can detect that there's items in there with like the buildcraft pipes or whatever. So I'm gonna need a wooden pipe. Let's take 2 of those and an autarkic gate. Let's take 2 of those as well. Okay. So we'll put a wooden pipe on the bottom and a wooden pipe on the top. I'm going to need a chest. Yeah, we'll need a chest for items to come in from the top. So let's do this. Flip this pipe around. Let's put the gates on there. Oops, stop jumping. I was holding the wrong button. Okay, there we go. There we go. I should probably grab another chest for the bottom for the output. So let's do this. Okay, so that seems like a pretty basic setup. So let's grab some books here. Maybe I'll just grab 4 for right now, just in case something bad happens. We don't want to ruin all of our books. since I'm pretty sure this thing is still a little buggy. Okay, so what options do we have here? We have pipe empty, items traversing, redstone, inventory, tank. We don't care about the liquid. Work scheduled, work done, no energy. So this work, let's see here. Work scheduled, and that is off. Work done is on. So if work done is on, we could say energy pulse, but I think we only want to do one at a time. So actually, I'm going to have to grab that autarkic gate back off of there. Let's do the iron and gate. Let's do this guy. Okay, so an autarkic iron and gate, we can say pipe empty, and then we got to go over to that work done. Wherever it is, work done. There we go. Hopefully I didn't just send multiple in there. I probably just did. No, only one going. Okay, so one book has gone in there, but I don't see it anymore. So where'd my book go? We just crashed the server? What the heck? I can't click on that chest. What? I can't open this chest either. Uh-oh. Oh no. Okay guys, that was pretty weird. Not sure what just happened, but I had to restart the server. So we still have 4 books in this chest. It looked like one went through the pipe, but I don't know what happened. So we didn't lose that book. Weird, weird, weird. Hopefully this does not crash again. So, oh yeah, look at this. It still even has the older gate on there. That's weird. Looks like the server rolled back a few seconds or something. Okay, well, let's do this all again. Let's grab this autarkic iron and gate, and let's throw that on there. Let's grab you. And we want, let's see, what was it? We wanted work done, and pipe empty. So we want to turn both of those on. Only one item has come through. And we are going right into here. And I don't see an item. Did I just crash? I just crashed again. What the heck? Oh, come on. Are you serious? Okay, guys. Well, I've tried twice now. And obviously, this is not going to work as I thought it was going to. So let's try something different. I replaced this gate up here with the autarkic iron and gate again. It was once again replaced with just the regular autarkic gate. And I'm going to say with a redstone signal on and the pipe empty, do an energy pulsar. So hopefully this will only send one item when this pipe gets a redstone signal. So how are we going to get that redstone signal? Well, I think we're going to end up doing something different here. This does not appear to be working, so let's just go ahead and get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. Okay. And I think what we're going to try and do is do like a router or something. Let's try a router. Okay, so with the router we can specify a slot to pull out of. So let's say extract from, I would imagine this is going to be slot 1, since this would probably be slot 0. This is probably going to be slot 1. Let me see if I can stick a book in here. Let's find out. So book is in there. This is extracting from slot 1. Nothing's happening. If I go to slot 0, there's the book. Yeah, I would imagine that second one is, in fact, slot 0. So let's set that up. Okay, so whenever a book is completed, it goes to here. When it goes here, the router pulls it out immediately. Okay, so let's put a pipe on the router. And let's see, what can we do? Let's do another autarkic iron and gate. Stick that guy on there, and let's say items in inventory energy pulsar, and we can also say items in inventory redstone signal. Now if I put this right next to the pipe, I believe it reads the inventory of this one and this one, so it's both off. But if as soon as I put an item into this chest, yeah, now they are both on, and that's not what we want. So I think I have to move the chest one block further away. Let me move that. Let's stick the chest right there. And then I think I'm going to need like just some kind of a pipe or something. Let's do a golden pipe. So golden transport pipe. That way it's still connected to this chest. It's not touching. The Arctic iron and gate should only register off of the router. Okay. So now we need to get the redstone signal that this gate is providing up to that gate. So we can do this a few different ways. That block right there should get a redstone signal from the gate. So we can come over right here and then maybe put a block right like that and just run some redstone all the way around. I think that should work. Let's spell correctly. Man, look at that. 226,000 pieces of redstone. I might want to turn those bees off sometime. I'm not using this stuff that fast. Okay, so if I do redstone up there, here, and there. Yep. Okay, so when this gets a redstone signal, it should power all that. This block, it gets power, and it should provide this one, the redstone signal, to pulse another item down. Okay, well, we can try that. Yeah, there's 4 books in there. Let me stick a book in here. So the pipe should send it, turn that redstone signal on. And we should see a book going down. Hopefully this doesn't crash. Okay, this works for some reason using the work done. Or, yeah, it's got to be that work done. Or whatever that other option was on the gate. That's got to be what was crashing. Okay, but yeah, we got the book. And the book is in here. So as soon as we put a book in the router, which it would automatically go in as soon as the work is done, and that book goes into the second slot, I think this is going to work. This should automatically loop. So if we stick like a stack of books in here, set this to level 30, give it the monster essence and the power, it should just automatically enchant all those books and send them on their way into this chest. So that's going to be pretty awesome. I think it's time to actually give this a real test. So let's put, 5 books in there. That's fine. Let's grab those back. Shouldn't be nothing else in these. Let me set this down to, we could do level 10. So I'm going to need a liquid tesseract, one of these guys, and a energy tesseract for now. And let's stick this thing right there. So we can say liquid tesseract, mob juice from spawn, turn that on. And there we go. Monster essence is in there. And back here, we can stick the energy tesseract. And we'll just pull this from like my MJ1. Receive only. On. Okay, so this should have power. Yep. And it's got the mob juice. And it's set for level 10. So the only thing we need to do is kickstart this off. Which would be just throwing a book in here. So we should get a book that goes into the enchanter. Into the top spot. There we go. Now it's enchanting it. Book is in the bottom slot, and is it being pulled out? It must have been pulled out. So what's happening here? Must be just some kind of a glitch on this enchanter. It looks like everything's working. Do we have enchanted books over here? We do. Blast protection, projectile protection. Yep, there comes an enchanted book now. Alright, Bane of Arthropods. Yeah, looks like this is in fact working. That is great. Okay, so by the time this is done, we should have, is it 10 of them? Efficiency. And what do we got over here? Power 2. Awesome. Okay, so with a setup like this, I could set this up to level 30, stick a stack of books in there like I was saying, and it'll automatically enchant all of them using the monster essence. So this does take a long time at level 30, if I remember correctly. Can I shift... right click maybe? Nope. Just gotta do it one level at a time all the way up. So if I do that right there, it's using power, 2,590 work. Yeah, it looks like this is going to take a minute or two to completely do a level 30 book. But yeah, if we set this up to be an AFK thing, I think that should work pretty well. There's probably a cleaner way we can do it, but as you guys are seeing, this auto enchanter is bugged. And trying to pipe items in there sometimes crashes the server. So this does work, and I think I'm going to keep this design. Now the only thing I need to do is move this over to spawn, hook it up to the AE network and have the books automatically going into our book chest. So let me get onto that. I'm going to move all this stuff over there, hook it up, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so I've been spending a bit of time here trying to figure out what we're going to do. And what it turned out is before we had this chest over here for the enchanting books, we had this separate, we had it on its own power supply coming from Steam over from Jassassin's farm over here. So I've removed all that. It is now getting power from the semi cable, and the semi cable runs down underground here. Kind of runs underneath where the old Blaze farm was that was underground, and connects over below here. Let's see if we can get underneath here and check this out. So that cable runs from way over there, over here, and connects to all of our other stuff. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so I need to hold control to jump out of there. So yeah, this is all connected through the one ME controller that I hooked up over here before. Alright, so this is kind of the same setup that we were showing before, but this is now using applied energistics to put the book into the AUTO-ENCHANTer. So it's a little bit more compact and looks a little bit nicer, I would think. Basically, it's the same thing. We have the AUTO-ENCHANTer here. Below that, we have a router which will pull out a slot 1. And then it's going to go through this wooden pipe, and that'll send the redstone signal. Redstone signal will power that block that's right next to it, which will power this redstone dust down here. And that comes up here and powers this ME export bus. This is set to export a book into the top slot, and it's going to do it once per pulse, and it's going to move a single item or craft if it doesn't have any. So I had to install a assembler chamber over here, which I have done. It's just a 3x3x4. So we have a pattern provider and a CPU inside here. And I've added 3 paper from 3 sugar canes, and then 1 book with 3 paper and 1 leather. So we already have the leather in the system from our cow farm, so that is taken care of. Let's see. The sugar cane I am manually placing in our other chest, and these are pre-formatted. So this chest right here, this is only ever going to accept ender pearls, leather, and steak at this time. So any other items that come into the network, head over into the other chest over there, over where the enchanting books are. So that's where the sugar cane is right now, is over here, right in this chest. It's got all of these other enchanting books on it, so that's fine. So when we need a new book to go into that enchanter, it's going to pull the sugar cane from that other chest. It is going to turn into paper, turn into a book, stick in this AUTO-ENCHANTer, and then the books that get pulled out with this wooden pipe down here go into this interface, which goes into the network. Since that's pre-formatted over there to only accept those 3 items, all the enchanted books head over to our chest over here where we're keeping all of our enchanted books anyway. So that should work out pretty well, I think, for now. I'm sure there's probably like a more cleaner way that I can do all of this, but I'm pretty happy with the way this is turning out so far. I haven't tested this yet, and I'm pretty sure this is not going to work just yet because we still need to hook up power to this guy. So we need power and we need the monster essence before this thing will even do anything. So we'll probably just do that with 2 tesseracts. I think it's going to be the easiest way. So we're going to do it the same way we had before, just an energy tesseract. I think, let's see, liquid tesseract and an energy tesseract. Okay, I probably actually am going to run one of these power wires over here, but just to get this going for now, until I can figure out how I want the power wires run and all of that, we're just going to do it this way. Okay, so receive only, we'll do from MJ1 again. So that is now has power, great. And we want receive only monster essence. Why is that not sending? Oh, owner only, public only. There we go. Yeah, because that's on a public channel. So why is this not getting the monster essence? Did I not? Monster juice. Here we go. click that on. Okay, so now we have the monster essence. We have the power. The only thing left to do is to jumpstart this. So we can do that with a button, I think. Or we can... Let's see. I don't have a lever. Oh, yeah, I do have a lever on me. I should use one of these guys. So it's only going to ever do anything once per pulse. So I do that. It should send one book in there. And this thing should start doing its job. Turn that back off. Yeah. Okay, so when the redstone signal is on, it stops the auto-enchanter from even doing any work. So that's fine. So this is going to start doing some level 30 enchantments. And I think we are all set up. I suppose I could put like a chest or something down here so we could see what kind of books we're getting. But I guess it doesn't really matter. They're all going to go into our ender, or not our ender chest, in our ME chest over there, and all be a part of the same collection of books. Let's see. I'm actually kind of interested in seeing how armor works in this thing. I should grab some leather armor and try putting some enchantments on it just for fun, because I've never actually checked that out. If you can do leather and tools, I would imagine you can, but let's go ahead and give that a little whirl real quick and just find out for sure. So let's see, there's a crafting table here, and let's just do a chest plate. Awesome. Oh, that rain. That rain. Okay, so let's head down here, and hopefully that book is almost done. Not quite done yet. Let's bring this down, make it finish up a little bit. Okay, so that's done, and it hasn't turned on this redstone signal, so something is wrong down there. What do we have? Extract from slot 1. And this is set to item and inventory energy pulse redstone signal. So this should have worked. I am not sure why that didn't work. But let's try putting some armor in there. Yeah, this does, in fact, do it. So let's drop this down. Level 16. Let's see what we get. Nice. Is that... Okay, so that's heading off into the interface. I'm not quite sure why that didn't send a redstone signal, because that should have before. Let me see here. Okay, guys, so I was having some problems with this setup, and things weren't working quite right. So I had to move some things around, and yeah, so let me just kind of explain what we got going on here. So what's going on is it's the same kind of a setup. We have the enchanter here with the router. The router is going to be pulling out of the enchanter. This structure pipe right here has a gate on it. When there's an item in the inventory, this gate provides a redstone signal. The redstone signal goes into this block here, unpowers this redstone torch, which would power this one, which powers a redstone above, and says to this export bus, hey, make another book, stick it in the enchanter. So that's our loop. Once this is done enchanting, it goes into the router, sends a redstone signal, which sends another one into the enchanter. So with a block right here, this guy will also provide a redstone signal through this block to this pipe, the wooden pipe. When the wooden pipe gets the redstone signal, an energy pulses and takes the item out of the router. So down here, we don't have anything in here. But if we stick... Oh, let's put a stick in there. Put a stick in there. Redstone signal turns on. So this should put a book into here, which is being enchanted. And once this is done, it's going to be pulled out by that router. Redstone signal will turn back on. It'll put another book in here. And this will just keep going pretty much forever. So let me go ahead and change this up to a level 30 so we actually get the better enchantments that we want. So this was actually kind of complicated. I tried a few different ways to get this all hooked up properly, and things just were not working the way that I wanted them to. But now finally, I think we got things sorted. I found out that the energy tesseract, if you stick it above a wooden pipe in a setup like this that's looking for redstone signal, the energy tesseract always provides a redstone signal. So I sat here for like 20 minutes trying to figure out why this thing was always getting a redstone signal, even though this thing showed that it was not. It was the strangest thing. Well, actually, you know what it is? It's not providing the redstone signal. The energy tesseract is providing MJ, and when these things are next to a wooden pipe, it's always, you know, doing like an energy pulse. That's what it was. But anyway, there was something really funky happening there, and I couldn't figure it out for the longest time. Oh, man. But yeah, now we are good. Everything should be set up, and I can just go ahead and cover this up. We should just be continually making level 30 books. This is the leather armor that we made earlier. Fire protection 3, blast protection 3. That's not too bad, actually. I can't remember. There was like a level 17 enchanter or whatever we put on here. So not too bad for that leather armor. Okay, so this is going to continue to go for practically forever. I do need to figure out how I'm going to hook up the real power over there. I need to run like some of this carbon fiber wire, or not carbon fiber, just the fiber wire over here so it's touching the enchanter, but I can do that off camera. It's not really a big deal. Oh, I think I missed a block there. There we go. All right, so I think this project is pretty much complete. I can just go ahead and cover this up just a little bit more just to make it look a little bit cleaner. Maybe even put a block there. I don't think we need anything else. So how is this doing? It's almost done. And let's just make sure everything works. There's that redstone signal. New book is in there. We are golden. That's awesome. Okay, so we could head over to the chest over there and just make sure, you know, all the books are heading in here. Might be able to see if we have a new book or something. What do we have in here? Here's a new book. Feather Falling 3. So we did get one of those, so that's not too bad. But any of the other books, they should stack in this system. And I think that's going to end up being pretty good. I can also throw those 2 books in there, and they should be used because that export bus is set to, you know, move one item at a time or craft if there's none. So yeah, I think we are good to go here. All right, so let's go ahead and put this project, put it away for now. I think this should be ready to do its stuff automatically. Let's head over to the base and look at a few more things from Mine Factory Reloaded. Okay, guys, so let's look at a few more things from Mine Factory Reloaded. So I've shown before, if you go into the item subsets here in NEI, and you go down, you hit shift and left click on this, it'll show you all the items from that mod, right? Well, not exactly, as I've just found out. If we go to the item subsets, go to mod, and shift click on Mine Factory Reloaded, you can see there's a few more items here that weren't there before. So click here, and less mods, or less items. Click here, and more items. So some of the things that I'm noticing, we have this ice unmelting, which is interesting, and we have regular ice. So I don't know why this is part of the Mine Factory Reloaded, the regular ice, but we can take Snowball and compress it into ice, and I think that has always been the case. But this ice unmelting, if you take ice and mix it with raw plastic, you get unmelting ice, which is pretty cool. There's a mixer, apparently, that you can do the same thing with. Okay, so that's awesome. I keep wanting to check out the stained glass, but I haven't gotten around to that just yet. But one thing that's really interesting to me is these other blocks here. We can have glowstone bricks, ice bricks, lapis lazuli bricks, obsidian bricks, and paved stone bricks. So I'm wondering, with these glowstone bricks, do they put off light level just like regular glowstone? I would imagine they should, but let's check this out. So I need some glowstone. Turn off caps lock. Do that, and I need some brick. Let's make one of these. Glowstone bricks. That is interesting. Huh, that doesn't look too bad, actually. Now, is this putting off light level 15? If I'm standing on it, it says block light 13, 13. So it looks like it does, in fact, put off some light. Let's see. Maybe I should go outside somewhere. Maybe make this a better test. Let's kill some torches. Okay, so if we put that down, yeah, that does in fact make light. So that is awesome. Okay. So that's another solid light block that we could use. I like it. So there's some of these other blocks I want to check out. Let's put some of these down just so we can compare them. Some of those. Okay, so I think it was obsidian, right? So let's grab some obsidian. Just go and click all that stuff away. All right. So one there, there, and there. Obsidian bricks. But these are going to look pretty cool. Ooh, look at those. Those are fancy. I like that. Yeah, we could make some pretty good building materials with this stuff. Okay. What was the other ones over here? Ice bricks. I wonder if those are going to be like slippy and slidey like regular ice as well. Let's check this out. Ice bricks. Okay, I just made a stack of those accidentally. Those don't look too bad either, so if I stand on them... Nope, they are not slippy. Okay, so I don't know if that's a bug or if that's intentional, but that's pretty cool. I don't think we have any other light color blue blocks like that. Okay, let's put that stuff away. What else was there? We have the lapis lazuli, which requires the lapis blocks. Okay. Those are more expensive, but let's try it out anyway. Those actually look kind of cool. Oh yeah. I like those. I don't know what we could use those for, but definitely a nice option having that other color. All right. And we have paved stone, which is just stone slabs. And we can make them out of snow as well. Okay. So I don't know. Do I have any slabs? Any stone slabs? I don't. So stone. Let's make up some stone slabs really quick so I can check this out. Right. Did I run out of brick? I hope not. Oh, I did. No. Okay. Well, give me a second here. I'm going to make up some more bricks and we'll check out the rest of these. All right, guys. So I got the bricks going. I set up patterns for them to automatically turn into bricks. Oops, I am actually doing this backwards, aren't I? So let's check out these other few items that are left here. And let's see what these other bricks look like. Okay, so... these are the paved ones. Those actually don't look too bad. I really like these lighter colors. Let's see how they look closer to the glowstone. Yeah, those would actually make probably a pretty good walkway or something. Just go and get rid of these guys. Yeah, I like these blocks. And finally, we have the snow ones. Let's check out these more light colored blocks. Okay, so the snow ones. Oh yeah, I really like those. I'm not sure where I'm going to use these, but I would like to use them, especially these glowstone ones, since they have that brick texture. They emit light, and they don't cost too much, and they don't look like the glowstone itself. They look like bricks. Yeah, I really like these new blocks. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today. Lots of cool stuff in this Mine Factory Reloaded, and yet there's even more stuff we haven't even looked at yet. Probably going to... check some of this stuff out in the future. I would like to start looking at the stained glass. Yeah, this looks like it's only showing the panes, but I know that there's more than just the panes here. I don't know. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.